We are in the grill.
I just got to the studio. About to lay down a couple verses.
Okay. And he wants me to do it like a spoken word vibe.
Life's good. As good as I let it be. And I'm gonna let it be real good. I'm ready. This is my waterfall attire. I'm gonna put some pants on and my Birkenstocks, but I just feel so beautiful. I feel intentional, authentic, regal, royal, ancient, current, present, futuristic. There's no time and space, so I'm all things at once. But I just feel absolutely gorgeous. Heading to the waterfall, definitely giving a little Yamoya, little Oshun vibe, which is only right. It makes so much sense, and I didn't really try to do that, but here we are. The spirit just works through me, and it's crazy how things come together when you are in alignment and attuned and just trusting and following your intuition. So, man, the gratitude is so deep right now, but I really just wanted to show up and say how beautiful I feel. And I love that for me. And I think melanated womb holders need to brag on themselves more.
These lyrics in sync.
Where are we going? Why are we slowing down? Where are you going? We should be growing now.
That's what it said to me. But that place I call ambition now dead to me. Gone and forgotten. I'm off track like Dale Earnhardt. My liver rotten. Alcoholic tripping. Fucking bad bitches. And they got bad intentions. Club night guys and dolls. Balling out, but I'm about to drop the ball. I'm calling out for help. My engineer called, told me.
Hey. It's that and one and two and hey. Get up, hey.
Why don't you get in? Why don't you get in? Why don't you get in? You get in.
I'm in.
Yeah, you get in. You get in. Why not? Come on.
One, two, three, four, and front. I'm in the front.
Go ahead.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
Just to enforce something new today to you all, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
And Franklin, you just decided to last.
Yeah, man, just get the water. Yeah, just get the water.
These are like super ripe.
Okay, that's without the
Mangoes.
We just.
Alright, let's go rumble.
Let's go rumble.
Are there any rules we need to know about?
No rules.
No rules.
No rules. No rules.
Okay.
Guys, we cannot.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, no rules.
Yeah,
No
okay.
rules. No rules. No rules. You just explore.
All right.
Right?
Sounds
Just
good.
explore, right? Alright, so ready?
Like 3 to 6 inches every single day.
The bamboo goes 3 inches every day
Every single
to
day.
6. Whoa.
Yeah, man. And it's not a tree, not a plant.
What is it?
It's a grass.
What?
Yeah, man. Fast growing grass.
That's crazy. 6 inches every
Every
day.
single day. And we use it for a lot of stuff like building houses, rails, rafting, a lot of stuff. Right? Right, so you see that one there?
Yeah.
Committed suicide. Right? Also called suicide in the grass. Not trap. down. Alright, so the water is not cold now, alright?
It's not cold. I don't believe you for some reason.
Refreshing, man, refreshing.
All right.
Yeah. Watch your step.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, take your time.
Wow.
In my arms,
Yay.
dancing to the song.
Hey. Yeah. Count me down.
1, go! Come on! Yeah! How you feeling? Alrighty.
Stars and moonlight light our way. In your arms I want to stay. From dawn to dusk and night to day, our love flows in a sacred ballet. Good vibes only when I'm with you. The wind whispers love so true. Blessed by the skies above, God blesses our love every day with His love. Good vibes only when I'm with you. The wind whispers love so true. Blessed by the skies above, God blesses our love every day with His love.
At this point, I be in my bonnet so much on camera. Wasn't there, I think I was about to say Bonnet Chronicles, but I think that was somebody else's thing already. But Bonnet Chronicles 2.0, because I be in that bonnet, baby. Last night we did Hape. We ended up not doing it at the waterfall because it was just too wet. Water is wet. That whole argument. But yeah, it was too wet. Hape is a powder, and so it needs to be done on a dry surface. And also we were just being really present with the experience of nature, and that was really lovely. I love how Althea doesn't rush through the itinerary to keep things on time. She just allows them to flow and move according to God's time and divine time, and it really removes a lot of the pressure from the experience. And everything still gets done in the end, and it gets done in an easeful way. And I think that's just a very feminine way of accomplishing things. Understanding that your body will naturally flow to getting things done, and you'll end up being more productive if you just allow it to happen according to the flow of energy that's moving through you and what you actually have capacity for, rather than the rigidity of a schedule or an itinerary. So I really appreciated that. We ended up doing Hape around 9 p.m. last night. I think we got back from the waterfall around 7:30. Everybody met in my room. I have like this extra space in my room that's like a living room, and I love that the whole community can just come and sit in here, and I'm such an accommodator, being able to just like grab tissue and soap for people. I think that's why being in the healing space is really beautiful for me, because just little things like that make me feel so fulfilled. But we sat in the living room, and there was a bit of teaching, of course, the background of Hape, the different types of Hape, what Hape is mixed with. I had no idea that Hape is the mixture of the tobacco and other plants. I didn't know that there were other plants involved. So there's like an ayahuasca Hape mixture. There's mixtures of or I can't remember the word right now. Hape is the mixture of all of the things. There's a word just for the tobacco that I can't remember, but it would be like, the ayahuasca mixed with the tobacco would then create the Hape, or like the tobacco mixed with other, last night we did one called Force of the Feminine. So it was mixed with a very feminine plant, and
There's ones that are mixed with like masculine plants. There's ones that are mixed with plants that are meant to open your third eye. There's so many blends and varieties of hape, which is something that I thought was so cool. I personally just love botany, biology. Like when I did my first plant medicine journey on Iboga, literally one of my downloads is like, I am going to somehow be an ecologist. Like, I don't think it's going to be through the traditional pursuit of a degree and being out, it might be out in the forest studying plants, but I don't think it'll be through any type of traditional means. I think it would come through the means of, me connecting with different tribes and villages and learning about the various plants and, the Amazon and in Africa and even Asia. Like, those are things, even across the Americas, like, just those are the things that really interest me. It's just like life and the interconnectedness of life. And so being an ecologist was like one of my huge revelations during my plant medicine ceremony, and the preservation of life. I think that was my key point of interest when I did that journey, was just like the preservation of our animals and our ecosystems and ourselves and like the plant life around us, because capitalism has exploited so much of what Mother Nature has given us. And so being a part of that restoration spiritually, but also being a part of that restoration physically in the material plane, with the regrowth and regeneration of self and plant and animal and just life in general, is just such a huge part of what I foresee as my mission here on Earth. So it was so cool to learn about the different hape blends and just where the different plants come from and the different tribes that blend them. And I'm like, man, I want the ebony hape blend. Like, what would my blend be? What plants would I use? What would the intention be? What would I want people to get out of that experience? I think that's something to think about. As I continue to move into the space of serving medicine and holding space for medicine takers. But after a bit of learning from Althea, she served hape to Naomi and I. Crystal, who is also here for the retreat, is a part of Althea's year-long plant medicine class, and so she actually served the hape to one of Althea's administrators. She has her marketing person here and her office manager here as well. But it's so cool. It's like they have these titles, these women have these titles, but they're just so chill, laid back, like in their feminine, flowing with the energy. And it's just like, it's so cool to witness this ecosystem of these powerful feminine beings creating life on their own terms, even within the context of this masculine world and all of these structures. But Crystal served one of the people on Althea's team, and Althea served myself and Naomi, as we are new to working with her and new to her teachings. And so it was such a beautiful experience. I've done hape before, and this was very different. I felt the presence of my ancestors very, very heavily. I could feel a hand here and I could feel a hand here. And the whole time they were just holding me and telling me, we got you, we got you, we got you. And it was like, the more that I surrendered to that, we got you, the more that I could just sink into the presence of my being and sink into the presence of my body and just allow for that deep relaxation. And because we are in this context of learning, I was trying to have the experience while calculating the experience and remembering the experience and remembering all the sensations that are in my body and blah, 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 because I want to be able to hold space for that in other people. But the medicine and my guides really just kept reminding me, this is for you. This moment is for you. Receive this moment. And I feel like that was part of a greater message, because as feminine beings, and, you know, just speaking for myself, I have such a hard time receiving, and I always want to give. I always, you know, have this strong tendency to want to pour out to others, but I'm a little bit more reluctant to receive. And so it was so nice and refreshing to just have that reminder. And it was, you know, I could just hear them saying to me, like, all you have to do is be you. We're so proud of you. We're so proud of you. All you have to do is be you. And it was just this beautiful reminder. I felt it really heavily in my stomach and in my sacral chakra. So my sacral chakra and my solar plexus, I felt it really heavily this time. When I did it before, I felt it a lot in my heart. And I think it was the type, because again, this was force of the feminine. And so it was like your power center and your center of creativity and your womb, of course, are going to be the centers of energy that are most activated with this hape. But before, I think I did a heart blend, but I know that I was just carrying a lot on my heart at the time, regardless, with the recent passing of my brother and just leaving behind my life in LA, and just grieving and releasing that timeline so that I could enter into a new one. And I definitely feel like this is the new timeline. I mean, the synchronicities have been off the chain. Naomi, I actually met as I was preparing to leave LA, like in passing. A friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, had to get together on the beach within the month that I did or the month following ayahuasca. I was in LA and I was preparing to leave. So the plan basically gave me a month. I did it toward the middle-ish, endish part of August, and I was out of LA by October 1st. So somewhere in there, Naomi and I crossed paths because a mutual friend of ours had a get-together on the beach, because she was also leaving. She had recently went on a plant medicine journey too, and received very similar messages to the ones that I did in regards to LA just not being the place that is going to best suit her and cultivate her growth, which is also crazy. But I met Naomi at that friend's going away. And as I was returning to Jamaica this time, I felt this sense of completion. I really felt like this full integration of that plant medicine experience with ayahuasca that I had in 2022. And this whole period since then has really been about digging into my own shadows and doing my own shadow work. And now I feel spirit calling me to the forefront to lead other people. And seeing Naomi here again is just confirmation, affirmation, validation of my intuition and what I feel, because literally it came full circle. It started with seeing her after I had just done ayahuasca, as I was preparing to leave to LA, start this new life in this place that I knew nothing about, just literally walking on faith, because spirit just completely shook my life and told me to move. And I said, okay, I'm moving. Because I felt so convicted, even though I could not foresee what spirit was doing in my life. And I spent time, I can't lie, I spent time questioning that after I moved. I was like, why am I here? I feel so lonely. I'm so isolated. I don't have any friends. I'm back single. It was very tough for me. But now I'm seeing the completion and integration of that cycle since ayahuasca and all that shadow work and the work on self and the work to establish strong habits and ways of being and spiritual hygiene and connection to source. And now that spirit is calling me to lead and to serve, it was just such a beautiful, beautiful confirmation to see her here and to know that the next part of my journey is opening up. So Hape was great. Hape was wonderful. Just such a beautiful experience that I can't wait to share with other people. And yeah, just continue to step into my power and feel supported. I think that's what I really got out of yesterday, is just this sense, this overwhelming sense that I am supported. And not only am I supported, I'm my ancestors' champion. Like, I get emotional. I feel so emotional saying that. Like, I am their Olympian. I am their champion. I'm their award winner. I'm their, like, I just imagine myself like on the court playing any sport, or on the track playing any sport, or any sport, and they're just in the stands like, yes. It's funny, I have on this soccer jersey too as I'm saying this, because that's literally what I'm seeing. It's just like they are my cheerleaders and I am their champion, and they're just like watching me go for the gold. I'm so proud of myself, and I can feel their pride as well. So today's going to be beautiful too. We are going to wake and bake. We're going to go get fried. Oh my God. We're going to go get infused food, which I'm excited about, because I don't really smoke weed or anything. So it's interesting to see how these medicines are moving through my body now, and how I'm processing these experiences now, with the context of understanding that I have spiritual gifts that become very active when I engage with these plants. And so my experience is typically very different than the experiences of those around me. So I'm going to go eat me some infused ackee and saltfish, which I'm so excited about. I've been mostly eating raw, but I'm in Jamaica and I was like, can't spell retreat without treat. So I'm definitely going to get me a little ackee and saltfish while I'm here, fresh off the tree too. Everything's been fresh off the tree, all the fruit. I had cashew fruit yesterday at the waterfall. I said, why do we got the nuts, but we don't got the fruit? That's ridiculous, because the fruit was delicious. So delicious. I got to find that once I get back to the States. But after we eat our infused food, we're going to do sound healing with our tuning forks, which we can incorporate in our Reiki practices. We can incorporate it when we serve the plant medicine. And so it's just a great tool overall. And I'm super excited for that. And I'm super excited to see how the vibrations like move through our body once we've had the infused foods. That's going to be really great and interesting. So, life is so blissful. I'm really in disbelief sometimes that I just get to be me in this life. I get to have my little niche interests, my little nerdy ass interests, things that I love and I'm passionate about. I get to share with other people. I get to talk all day about God and spirit. Like, I've created a life for myself that truly makes me so happy and just full of bliss and pleasure. And I'm excited to help people on the other journey of creating that life for themselves, while also continuing to just live my own life and walk in my purpose. So I'm about to get up, take a shower. We're going to do a morning meditation before heading to wake and bake. And today's great. Life is amazing. I'm grateful. Hey, that was a shot.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Flo. Yeah, I do.
It smells so good. I smell them plantains. Oh my Lord. And it's sweet.
They ain't doing nothing where they're going to lose their money.
Good morning. Hello. Hi, Gary. Good to see you.
Where would you like to sit down so I can cook it? Normally you sit there.
I know.
This guy sit here. So
We can do here.
You can do here?
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
Oh, I want to swing. So cute.
When they were, I said to them, they're going to sit under the tent. They said, nah. Yes, they're going to sit under the tent.
I also want to lay in a hammock. Imagine just getting high and just sitting back here. Like,
So this area is so beautiful. You'll find a lot of indigenous plants that they have planted here, but you'll also see like there's little kind of like cenotes and holes in this cave, because you know this whole area was probably underwater, and you can tell. So even though they've moved some of the reef stones to create their landscape, they've kept a lot in the path. So this path goes all the way around. Morning. Divine love, respect. A heap of Cinderellas today. So there's hammocks all around and little nooks where you can sit. So you don't even, once we finish the training and you've eaten, if you just want to take some time to come and relax somewhere, you can. And here they have live drumming on Thursday night, so they'll probably have it tonight. And the drumming is under there. And if the group is big enough, they'll do it on that stage. So it's a really lovely place to come, relax, meet people. Everyone kind of gathers here. So I'll take you on around to the back. One of the important things I talk about in leading retreats is that you have to show love to the people where you go, because then they show love back. And they create beautiful settings like this in this natural place where we're going to have breakfast. And here comes Flo now. She put her heart and soul in these smoothies. I cannot wait to taste this spirit.
Yes, Flo. Okay. Flo is right here.
Flo's right here.
From the garden.
Okay. So number one is on the papaya and pineapple, and the next one has been all.
So this is the papaya and pineapple,
Yes.
nothing in it.
Nothing.
That's for me.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No infusion.
No infusion. That's it.
No. Next one, no
No
infusion for the everything. Yeah.
No infusion for. I'll be able to tell you guys in just a second. Let me know if the pressure is too much. And even pay attention to the fade. Okay, and now let's do the weighted. Inches away arc field, that's what we're working with when we're doing Reiki. And then we have the field that's even outside of that, and that's what we feel like when we're sitting next to somebody and we're cold and then we get warm. Right? So you're working with that auric and energetic field just beyond that with the tuning forks when you're doing things like this. Haven't you seen people doing that? Or they'll do like this. They're working with that auric energetic field. Sometimes they will just put it to the ears, and that will, based on the hertz, work with whatever that chakra point is and then train it into balance. And I want you to let me know when one stops sounding.